please stand?
Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Allegheny Morning Live. Oh, we're doing the pledge? Well, you looked at me.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Allegheny Morning Live. I am your host, Tyler Dickin. Today is Tuesday, January 14th. For lunch, rotini with meat sauce with breadstick, chef salad with breadstick, and a PB&J sandwich. We have all kind of announcements today. Are you interested in attending Allegheny College of Maryland? Then sign up for our field trip for January 29th. We have 30 spots available. Your spot will be reserved once your permission form has been returned to guidance. To qualify for this trip, you must be a camper in 3D. Attention seniors, do you still need to complete your FAFSA? Do you or your parents have any questions about how to complete the FAFSA? If you answered yes to either or both of these questions, please stop by guidance to sign up for the Complete the FAFSA Day. Both you and your parents need to come to Complete the FAFSA Day for help. Complete the FAFSA Day is January 16th from 8 to 1. Students, please check the lost and found box in the office. All items will be donated or discarded by the end of the day Friday. Once again, please check the lost and found boxes. All items will be discarded by Friday. Swamp Club will be having a spirit night on January 14th, which is today, at Roy Rogers. It will be from 5 to 8. They will also have a bake sale during that time. The deadline for placing orders for your cap and gown is quickly approaching. You may mail your paper order and close a personal check, or order it on balfour.com and pay with a credit or debit card. If you have any questions about ordering, please see Ms. Deal in the office. The deadline is Friday. Shop is hosting a food drive to stock Campers Cubby from Monday, January 13th to Friday, January 31st. Please bring in non-perishable items such as Easy Mac, oatmeal, granola bars, crackers, applesauce, nuts, and or canned dried fruit. All food should be dropped off in the morning at Ms. Callan's room or Ms. Kellemeyer's room, both in the English hallway. For every item donated, you will receive entry into a raffle for a gift card to either Sheetz or Chick-fil-A. If you have any questions, see Peyton Ressinger or Chloe Hinkle. Okay, let's go ahead and send it over to Eric with the weather.
Your weather forecast for today. We're going to be mostly cloudy today with our high temperature getting up to 51 degrees. You see that 60% chance of rain today. We're looking at a slight area of rain coming up around 10 a.m. today. I know it was kind of raining when we got to school, but those were some rogue showers out ahead of the main batch of light rain. And it looks like the start time's going to around be 10 or 11 a.m. this morning. And then any rain showers should be well diminished by later this evening. Going over to tonight. We will be partly cloudy tonight with our low temperature dropping down to 39 degrees. No chance of rain tonight. We're still watching a potential winter storm that could hit the area on Saturday. And it looks to be a messy winter storm with a lot of variables that we're not sure about right now and a lot of not confidence. So that's all I got. Stay tuned.
Okay, so before we go over to sports, we have a short little video involving some of our alumni that went here to Allegheny, explaining some college things. So go ahead and enjoy this video.
Hi, I'm Evan Hostetler. I am Allegheny High School class of 2018, and now I'm a sophomore mechanical engineer and architecture and design student at MIT in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'd like to share a little bit about my experiences so far at MIT and kind of relay what I think are the best parts and most important and unique experiences that I've had the opportunity to have in this past year and a half. The cool thing about MIT is that for being a small school of about 4,000 students, you really are surrounded by the best and brightest from everywhere. I have friends from pretty much all 50 states and a lot of countries outside of the US, and we all study together and share this similar experience regardless of if we're in different majors, because we're so close and the school's so small. We were asked to help them develop an autonomous driving system to help with their new fleet of ride-sharing Uber vehicles that they wanted to roll out first in California. And they gave us this design challenge and essentially told us to ideate and go through the whole design process of improving the passenger experience in the rear seat of the vehicle. So I worked on a team and we came together, and this was a competition against other freshman teams, and our design ended up being successful and adopted by General Motors actually, and I am happy to say that it will soon be implemented into their vehicles as they roll out in California later this year. That really gave me the confidence in design and really kind of made me think, wow, I can actually do something and make an impact on the world this quickly, which was super cool. And I think that's something that MIT and a lot of colleges are really starting to pick up more and more, this hands-on, learn-by-doing attitude that I think is super valuable.
What at Allegheny High School most prepared you for what you're doing now?
I think the most important thing that Allegheny has taught me going into MIT and going beyond is to value communication and to really hone in on thinking for myself and formulating my own ideals and being able to analyze my thoughts and then communicate and speak with others in a constructive way. I think importantly, high school is the perfect time to really be able to build your core communication skills. And at Allegheny, I got the most benefit from being in extracurriculars like the mock trial team that forced me to think very analytically and be able to communicate and present. That really improved my writing skills, my verbal communication skills, but also critical thinking and being able to think quickly, to adapt, and improvise in situations. In addition, I think FBLA here had a significant impact on my ability to formulate ideas, communicate them, present them effectively. And this is a skill that is important to everyone regardless of what field you go into. It's especially important to the people who are in technical positions trying to solve very difficult problems. And I think everyone should really value the communication education and this interpersonal sense of being able to look at problems and have opinions about them. Form your own opinions and be able to push back against other people's thoughts and views. And it's something that I think Allegheny does a good job of equipping their students to do if people are receptive and really go at it with an open mind. So I encourage all of you to really get as much out of your interpersonal education here that's often overlooked, but it is equally important in addition to the technical classes that I've taken here that have given me a great foundation for my engineering career as well.
Okay, hopefully everybody enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and send it over to David with sports.
In Allegheny sports news, last night the Lady Campers basketball team traveled to Kaiser, West Virginia and defeated the Golden Tornadoes 44-25. The Campers were led by Kelsey O'Neal with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jordan Chaney added 7.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and Katie Stern finished with 7.7 rebounds and 4 assists. The Campers will be back in action tonight when they host the Hedgeville Eagles. The JV game starts at 6 and varsity will follow at 7:30. And in NFL news, the NFL playoffs continued this weekend with some really good games. Starting off with the Saturday games, one of the less exciting games. The 49ers just absolutely demolished the Vikings, winning 27-10. The biggest upset of the playoffs so far followed that game with the Titans beating the Ravens by completely shutting down MVP Lamar Jackson, winning 28-12. So make sure if you see Dylan Clark or Grant Kane in the hallway today, give them a nice pat on the back and remind them that the Ravens lost and Lamar Jackson's not a top 5 quarterback. So then Sunday's games, the Chiefs beat the Texans 51-31 after being down 24-0 at one point in this game. The Packers beat the Seahawks then 28-23. So that means the championship games are set. The AFC Championship game will be the Titans at the Chiefs, and the NFC Championship game will be the Packers at the 49ers. So then in college football playoff news, the college football playoff national championship game was last night, and the LSU Tigers beat the Clemson Tigers 42-25. And then LSU was led by Joe Burrow's 463 passing yards, 58 rushing yards, and 6 total touchdowns. That's all I got. Back to you, Tyler.
Okay, thank you very much, David. Like he said, make sure that you make fun of Dylan plenty today. That's good. And Grant. And Traven Powell, just make sure you let him know that it must suck that the Saints didn't even make it out of the first round of the playoffs. Like, come on. Okay, so that's going to be all for Allegheny Morning Live. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great day.